crazy happened, man. Something crazy happened today. And it kind of blew my mind, man. It kind of blew my mind. So let's go ahead and talk about that, man, and go ahead and get into it. So without further ado, what is going on? YouTube, the Assist Man. I'm coming at you guys with a Black Ops 3 gameplay. Playing some Fracture, man, on Combine. On that solo tip. And in this gameplay, even though it's not important, it's only there for your gameplay, entertainment, viewing pleasure, man. I'm playing with some randoms. And, yeah, we made pretty much almost like the entire enemy team quit. They were about to forfeit for the longest time as I had all my score streaks in the air. And then at, like, the very end of the 20-second countdown, some random dude joined, and then we had to play the entire game. And it was a waste of all my score streaks, man. So anyway, that's the gameplay. But now let's go ahead and get into the topic at hand. Earlier today, man, Infinity Ward, Call of Duty, they hit us with a bombshell. Seems like a whole bunch of randomly selected YouTubers actually got a secret delivery care package from Infinity Ward and from Call of Duty. And inside of that secret care package, there was like some stuff talking about zombies, and there was an old school VHS tape that you had to play on a VCR. So, you know, these guys had to go find a VCR, put the tape in, and then lo and behold, what was on the tape? It was the trailer for the brand new Infinity Ward Zombies map called Zombies in SPACELAND. Now, when I first seen this earlier today, the first thing that came to my mind, you know me, man, I'm an all-time hater. You know, I have to hate on something. I have to. I was like, why are they just giving this shit out to they always just doing shit like this to all the big YouTubers? Why is it all the big YouTubers that always get the special treatment? Why don't they just, like, you know, help out the smaller channels? Why don't they help out the guys that got 500 subs, the guys that got 5,000 subs? No, they give it to the guys that got 5 million subs. I mean, I can understand why they do it, don't get me wrong. But it's like, how are you supposed to grow on YouTube if you constantly got the companies catering to the top 1%? It's not going to help anybody. What they should have did was like you could sign up for on a site to randomly be entered to get one of those things, and then if you were just lucky enough to, you know, be one of the 5 people that did, then you could put up the gameplay the trailer of it and all that good stuff. That would be cool, but you know, that's not the way it works. But enough about that point, man. I wasn't feeling that. But when I first watched the Infinity Ward Zombies in SPACELAND is what it's called, I was like, oh man, now they really playing with us now, because they know that everybody hates this space concept that they're doing. They know that we don't like this space concept they're doing. So what do? They go make a zombies map called Zombies in SPACELAND. Now, we all know this is Infinity's Ward first time, man. This is their first time actually making a zombies map. You know, it was always been Treyarch before that, and then they had other things, you know, like Extinction. And I actually enjoyed Extinction. I didn't think Extinction was great, but I really liked some of the things that were inside of Extinction. Like how you could set, like, score streaks and kill streaks to take in your loadout and just, you know, use whenever you want, and customize a whole bunch of different bullets. And that shit was cool, man. There was a lot of good things about Extinction that was in Ghost that I did like. But this Zombies in SPACELAND, man, I'm not even going to lie to you guys. When I first watched the trailer from another YouTuber's channel, and I'm going to go ahead, if you guys haven't seen the trailer, I'm going to go ahead and link it down in the description so you can go ahead and watch the trailer. I'm not going to put it on my channel because, yeah, I don't do shit like that. But when I first watched it, I'm not even going to fucking lie. I thought it was fake. And I know probably a lot of you guys probably did as well. Because when I'm first watching it and I'm seeing like a dude sitting there recording like a screen with a camera, I'm like, what is this shit? This has got to be fake. And then the more I started watching it, I was like, this has got to be fake. Like, this looks kind of like too cool to be real. Like, there's no way that this is real. And then as like 30 seconds went by, I started realizing that this actually is shit. This could be real. And then by the end of it, and I seen it all, and I seen the outros and everything, I was like, this has got to be real. So then I went, you know, on Twitter, I went to other sources and realized that, yes, it was real. That trailer that you watched, if you haven't seen it, go and watch it, is real. And I was like, I need to watch that again. So I watched it again. And I'm going to tell you guys, man, you know, I hate on a lot of things. I always do. You could say it's hate, but it's mostly truth. I always speak my opinion. I always speak my mind. But that Infinity Ward Zombies in SPACELAND map, that shit looked off the hook. I'm sorry. It gets 2 thumbs up from me. 10 out of fucking 10. I mean, if that shit was in the Summer Olympics and it dove off the fucking diving board, motherfuckers would be standing up, man, clapping their hands like gold medals and shit. I liked it. I'm going to go ahead and speed up this part right here when everybody was forfeiting and quitting and I thought the game was over, so you don't have to watch all this bullshit. Because there was nothing happening, except my Raps rolling around on the ground, not killing anything, and my Cerberus and my Wraith just chilling. But anyway, yeah, man, I loved it. I loved it. I'm a huge fan, man, of going back. I love nostalgic things. And maybe some of you guys are too young to understand a lot of the stuff that was going on in that clip or in that trailer. But that trailer was solely based on 80s teenagers. You know, I was born in the 80s. You know, I was a kid in the 80s, man. I was born in 83. So I was a kid in the 80s. So growing up, man, you know, in the late 80s, early 90s, you know, being a kid, it was fun. And seeing things in that map, in that trailer, it took me back, man. And I love the 80s. I love the early 90s. And I love, like, the way life was back then. It was just so awesome, man. It wasn't a lot of bullshit going on like there is in the world today. And things were fun, man. Things were a lot of fun. You had so many good movies. It was just a great time. It was a great time to be alive. And I love anything that pays homage and takes things back to, like, that time frame. And that's what that Zombies in Spaceland actually did. They made it, man, like an old school, like 80s cult classic horror movie. There's even some actors in there, man, that were really, really famous during the 80s. I mean, like I said, a lot of you guys might be too young for this, but a lot of you guys are not, and you know what I'm talking about. David Hasselhoff. David Hasselhoff was at the end of that trailer. If you don't know who David Hasselhoff is, man, just go Google the dude. You probably have heard of him and not even known. Paul Rubens was in there. Paul Rubens is Pee Wee Herman. And then you got like the 4 characters. You got like the black dude that kind of looked like, you know, some like original first edition LL Cool J rapper, you know, when rap was going real big with the Kangol hat and the gold chain, you know, back from like the late 80s. That was off the hook. Then you got like the white dude with the little varsity jacket on. Kind of reminds me of Michael J. Fox, man, like an American Teen Wolf, man. I loved it. Then you got like the nerd guy, man, who like reminds you of like, you know, like Little Shop of Horrors or something like that. And then you got the chick that looks like one of the singers from like the Walk Like the Egyptians. I mean, that's the way kids acted, and that's the way kids dressed back in the 80s, man. And then you watch the gameplay and you watch the trailer and you're like, you see them dancing to like, you know, boom boxes and dancing to way like in discos and the way stuff was back in the 80s, man. It just looked really cool. I like the graphics they used. I like the font on the way they used everything. Even the poster, the way they did it with the VHS tape, it's just taking you back to the 80s, man. And that is just awesome to me, because I'm sad to tell you guys, but a majority of gamers nowadays, especially a majority of Call of Duty players, believe it or not, are actually in their late 20s and early 30s. So we can all relate to something like this. So, man, if you haven't seen that trailer, man, go ahead and watch it. I'm going to tell you firsthand right now, I'm in love with what I've seen. I really think that Infinity Ward hit a home run with this, man. You know, zombies to me is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fun. You know, all the newer zombie maps, man, we've been getting in Black Ops 3, they're just too much. They're too overcomplicated. All it is like based on fucking Easter eggs and wonder weapons and all kinds of shit. It's like you don't enjoy playing the map and looking at the visuals and looking at the gameplay and getting that immersed feeling, man, that you're trying to survive, and because you're too focused on trying to find fucking parts to this and parts to that and do Easter eggs and do this, and then before you know it, you're dead. This Zombies in Spaceland, man, this shit looks fun. It's looking like it's taking it back to the roots of how things in gaming was supposed to be fun. And that's why I said, in my opinion, man, I'm giving the Zombies in Spaceland trailer fucking 5 thumbs up. My 2 hands, I cut off Big Andy's 2 big fucking hands, and then I stole somebody else's hand, and I put the thumb up on all of them. 5 thumbs up. I'm really, really feeling what I seen in this. So, Infinity War, man, bravo. Good job to that. You know, I don't always hate on things. I don't always talk negative about things. I give respect and I give props when props are due and respect is due. And in this case, man, Zombies in Spaceland, at first I was like, Zombies in Spaceland? But after you watch it, man, yeah, they hit it out the park, man. They really, really did. I cannot wait to see more gameplay and more footage of this. So anyway, man, let me know what you guys thought, man. You know, when you first seen it, did you think it was real? After you watched it, did you still think it was real? And then after you knew it was real, and, you know, what did you think about it? Do you think it's cool? Do you think it looks awesome like I do? Do you think it looks retarded? I mean, it's up to you. I don't know. But let me know in the comment section, man, what you guys thought of it. Like I said, if you haven't watched it, go ahead and, you know, click the link in my description or go search it on Google or YouTube. I'm sure you'll find it. So anyway, man, if you guys enjoyed the video, man, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up like button. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends about me, man, so they can subscribe to my videos, they can view my channel, and then you can help a brother out. So anyway, YouTube, this is the Assist Man, and until next time, I am out.